Hey Gym Army, in this video quick tip, I want to teach you a little trick I use to blast my pecs, both inner and outer, using cables. Now doing cable flies or cable crossovers, it's a great way to hit both the outer and the inner portion of the pecs. This is due to the constant tension that the cables provide. So now you have resistance through the entire range of motion. Full stretch to passing the arm in front of the midline of the body, meaning more of those inner pec muscle fibers are working. So with a good stretch, you're getting more of the outer pec muscle fibers working. And then with the full range of motion, you're coming across the chest, you're getting more of those inner pec muscle fibers working. But there's a way to better focus on each one of those areas with the cable fly, which is what I'm going to show you here. Typically what we do is when you're standing in cable crossover, we're going to do this one arm version, but typically if you're standing here doing flies, you're standing in the middle of the cable crossover station. So your body is basically parallel. Feet are parallel with the machine. However, to place more focus on the inner pec muscle fibers, because instead of standing parallel here in the machine, what you're going to want to do is step about 45 degrees, so that now your feet are at a 45-degree angle with the weight stack. Now in this direction, when you do your cable flies, the line of pull as the arm crosses the midline of the body is more an ideal position to really maximize the resistance on those inner pec muscle fibers. And then to place more focus on the outer pecs, you're going to step a 45-degree step backwards. So now you're standing 45-degree angle away from the cable pulley station. Here you're getting a really extreme stretch on the pecs. And that's going to help place more focus on those outer pec muscle fibers. Less on the inner, more on the outer. So, how do you combine those two exercises? Well, it's simple. Muscle tends to be stronger when it's stretched. When you stretch a muscle before you contract it, it can contract with more force. That being said, the position where you're standing 45 degrees away from the cable station, you're going to be stronger. So it makes sense to start the exercise in your weaker position. That way when you hit fatigue, you can do what we call an extended set and then change feet position, work more of those outer pecs, but also it's going to be in a stronger position, so you're going to now be able to take the weight that you fatigued with the muscle failure with your feet at 45 degrees force, focusing more on the inner pecs. You can continue doing those reps because that stretch is going to allow for a stronger contraction, so you can keep the weight the same. So here we have, like I said, our typical start position. We're going to turn 45 degrees towards the cable pulley. Now I have the cable pulley adjusted a bit low to focus more on the upper pecs when I'm doing my standing cable flies here. So what we want to do is, standing at a 45-degree angle, focus on contracting those inner pecs to bring the handle as far across the body as you can, focusing on initiating that movement with the pecs. Now what I like to do here is take your non-working hand and put it on the inner pec muscle fibers so you can feel them working. That's going to help create a better mind-muscle connection, and when you can do that, you recruit more of those muscle fibers. It's going to lead to greater gains in muscle size and strength. So then you do it in this direction until you hit muscle failure. Now, like I said, this is your weakest position. Turn now 45 degrees away from the cable pulley, and now we're going to do the version that focuses more on the outer pecs. And again, we're in a stretched, extreme stretch position so the pecs can contract with more force, which is why we're a bit stronger in this position. And so you're just going to do this to failure. Here you can put your non-working hand on the outer portion of the pecs, really feel them contracting. Again, helps with that mind-muscle connection. That's going to help get better results. Take that to failure, then switch on to the other side. You can go back and forth like that, 3 to 4 sets per side. Great way to finish off the pecs, like I said. Way to maximize both inner pec development and outer pec development. That way you get the best of both worlds, and that develops a better balanced chest. Check out all my other free videos on my YouTube channel, as well as all my exclusive videos for members only at jimstepani.com. And as always, guys, stay Gym Army strong.